Y'all, I promise I'm going to hold it together for this next segment. Now, as we told you at the top of the show, longtime evening host Kim Holcomb will be leaving King 5. So we wanted to talk to her about her incredible career and do a bit of a look back as well as a look forward. I've had so much fun with you today.
I'm trying to not make too much eye contact with you.
I know, I'm not looking at you.
You guys need to know we are actual friends.
Like for real?
Like for real, like, yeah, so it's hard.
Yeah, and that's why it's good though, because I get to still see you.
I know, it's true. Yeah,
so I'm not going to cry. Hard.
We'll
it's
see
still
at
hard.
Home. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to promise this won't be sad. It's just going to be fun.
Okay.
So let's start with the question that I often get a lot as well.
Yeah.
Is, hey, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? It is really hard to quantify best or favorite interviews and stories, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't, it is an unanswerable question,
Right.
I think. I can say that, like, in terms of hosting, my favorite is always just when I'm with the guys, wherever we are. But the rest of it, I always truly say, like, my favorite story is the one that I just did, or the one that I'm working on, because that's where, you know, you're like diving deep into the thing, and you're meeting new people, and you're learning about something new, so that's the truth.
And I always thought it was because I just had a bad memory, but it's true. It is. That's a great answer.
Maybe that's actually
no, it's
my
not.
problem
It's not.
too.
All right, let's take it back to the beginning of Kim's broadcasting career.
Oh
my gosh, you're so cute!
That was in Yakima. We had one photographer at our station, Sean Davido. We call him Shauner. I think I snagged him that day, but other than that, you know how it is in those first markets. You're shooting it all.
Oh, I like that.
That was on
Hardcore
location in Boise, Idaho, reporting.
Yeah. She's serious.
Yeah. That was in Phoenix. I was pregnant.
You were?
Yeah, I was starting to pooch out a little bit. That's my friend Tori, and we were doing a live shot. That was in Boise. That's my buddy Steph Kralovich. She works in Portland now, but I was a weekend anchor in Boise back in the day, back in the news days.
That was your King 5.
That was during, you guys, that was the Super Bowl victory parade. What a day that was. That was so fun to cover.
And so you were working in news before you got here.
I worked in the newsroom here for a year and change before I started at evening. I think this was our 25th anniversary show, that photo, and now we're in year 38. Yeah, we're about to launch.
So you were like, what, 12?
Season. Roughly.
Yeah, right.
For that.
No, you were at your time at evening. 16 years of memories.
Yeah.
So if you had to describe the job that you do to people, if it was like, describe what you do, like, say if you're putting it.
I would say it is both more joyful and difficult than it appears on TV. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. More joyful
and difficult. Like amazing opportunities like this and that. And I did things that I never would, like skydiving, I probably wouldn't have done on my own. I've swam with a crocodile. I was in the Seattle tomato battle. Hosted. That was actually the tree lighting at Wesley.
Oh, when they released
that's when Ewan McGregor came to our old station. Yeah.
I mean, hello.
I'm gonna tell you, he smelled nice. He smelled nice.
What
are you gonna do?
Oh, and you met Cher?
Yeah, and Stanley Tucci.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is the way back. That's Brad Pitt.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's been really fun.
And a snake.
That was in Australia.
Brad Pitt? A snake? I don't even know. What are you doing
there's
here?
a crocodile. Yeah, that's when I was swimming with the crocodile. Technically, there's plexiglass between us because I do respect having a face.
Yes,
didn't want it to
that's
get
always smart.
Ripped off.
The thing that's interesting that I don't know. So anyway, we do this show every day, or almost every day, and then you're going and doing a story every single day, pretty much.
Yeah, or I'm hosting on location somewhere and doing a story.
So like when she says it's I mean, the amount of work that takes, it is really a labor of love.
It is, and that, but that's I think why we do it, right? Because it's these jobs that we have are really important in the community, and it connects us with our community, and it's like people are happy to see us. Whereas in news, a lot of the time when you show up, they're like, what are you doing here? When we show up, they're like, hi.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That's beautiful. That's why we all switched to this side of the building. Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about junkets, because that was what you do. You are the big celebrity movie star reporter, as we just saw. And by the way, you have a YouTube channel where you can watch all these awesome junkets.
Well, I try. I mean, not all of them, but I try to keep them for myself because I want to be able to see them someday.
That's really
so. These are just the interviews. Like, there's no, this is just the raw interviews.
Okay, so it's not like somebody. So that's what I want to see. All right, so who do you have, like a celebrity? I know you don't have favorites, but did you have one that you interviewed the most?
Probably Chris Pratt. I've interviewed Chris Pratt a lot over the years.
Oh, that's awesome.
It started with like Lego Movie and then a Parks and Rec set visit. So that was 10 years ago. And it's been almost every year since.
And does he remember you when you talked to him?
He does.
He sounds so sweet. I love him.
He's a really good guy, yeah.
Celebrities you didn't interview but wanted to.
Oh my gosh, I would love to interview Jean Smart, who's, on Hacks, but she's done it all. She can do
Designing
it all.
women, hello.
Thank you. But she's, from here. She's a Ballard High grad.
Nuh-uh.
UW grad, School of Drama.
She's a gift.
I would love to
She's a
interview
national
her. Yeah,
treasure.
she's
I love
amazing.
some Jean Smart.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hardest celebrity to get to talk?
Brad Pitt was difficult, but just because he was kind of shy almost.
Oh, really?
He was really nice. He was just a little shy. But Robert De Niro is very difficult.
Oh, I'm sure.
And also he's Robert De Niro, so you're already like,
And he's like, why do I gotta be here?
I know there's a little bit.
I'm Robert De Niro. I gotta be at a junket. You can do this for me.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. If I'm Robert De Niro, I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah, can't blame him.
No. Any celeb you almost got too starstruck to talk to?
Actually, truly, probably all of them.
Really?
There's an amount of nervousness before you go, because you only get like 4 minutes to talk to them.
Right, they're like in and out,
You gotta get it right.
Sit, and they're already sitting in the room
They're
when you
sitting in
come
the
in.
room, you
and
walk
you just
in.
sit in the room, they pop a new tape in, or actually they don't do that anymore, but
They did though when I started.
Yes,
It was big
they
tape.
would-
But so you want to get it right. You want to make a human connection with this person. You
Yeah.
know you're on a time limit. So I would say all of them have made me a little nervous.
All right.
Yeah.
I know what didn't make you nervous is filling in hosting for New Day.
Are you kidding? That made me so nervous.
No, she was pretty much the go-to fill-in host right from the start of New Day in 2010, long before I even came to King.
I don't even think Amity was born yet.
Whatever. So we have some clips we want to show. So
Oh,
we're going to
wow.
start with the blind painting job. Please roll that video.
Yeah, how would you describe her art?
Right here. Abstract. Very abstract.
How would you describe her?
Tell me the genre. Is
What
she more
medium
like
is she?
Basquiat? But you know what? That was such a sweet little dog, and her owner was really nice too. So
I love it.
we do it all on New Day.
All right, we have another one. Okay, you were here. You're inside the studio, not this studio, the old studio, I
Yes.
think. Getting
Yes.
into a DeLorean. Let's check this out.
Look what we have in our studio. It's a DeLorean, you guys. How cool is this? It's like magic. Can I sit inside this car? Grace. It's small. But look, so this car still drives. Where's the flex capacitor?
It's in the other car.
Oh, the other DeLorean.
Yeah. You have
Nice.
to be a contortionist to get into that car.
Did you do the rest of the show inside the car?
No, I think someone had to help extract me. They might have used Jaws of Life to get me out of there.
So
but
cool,
that
though.
says so much about the New Day staff too. Like they were able to get a DeLorean
I know.
into
Thank
the
you.
studio. You guys are
for
like
hearing this. That's
amazing.
No, it's
Yep,
you the best.
it's a legacy.
All right, you did share that Sam Elliott, though, was one of your favorite New Day guests.
Yes, and I have to say it was sad that I was filling in that day because Margaret was hosting at the time, and she was sad to not talk to him.
Oh, I bet. I met him once.
He's lovely.
I'll tell
right?
you that story
Okay.
later because we got to get moving.
Okay.
Okay, there was no end to the fun on New Day. You really, well, you're like me. You love making people smile.
Yeah.
I love it too. It's one of those things that really does make this job, like when you say it's hard but joyful,
Yep.
like that's the joyful part. You're exhausted after a show.
Yes.
Because you're doing all this stuff, but look at how much fun you had. I never actually got to host New Day in the old studio.
It was wild, but look at us
Look at
in
us.
your studio.
And that's your dress, and I'm like not moving because I'm afraid I'm gonna rip it.
You didn't. You looked fab, and
then-
we talked Oscars.
And we did. And then remember that one time that I saved your life?
Yeah, you did. She did. I will say it a million times because were it not for this woman, we donated blood, and I hadn't eaten anything.
Look, you were holding my hand
Yeah,
here.
I was comforting you, and then she paid it forward when I passed out about an hour later in a store,
And I
she
caught her.
me.
I've never
She
done that before.
Somehow it was like a feat of strength. Like she leapt underneath me and caught me and eased me down onto the concrete floor. So thank you for that.
I love you. I will
Appreciate
do it again.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
really quickly, we don't have much time left. What's next, bub?
I don't know.
All right.
I truly don't know. But I am absolutely convinced that it's going to be amazing, whatever it is, because our lives are what we make of them. So go, this is now it's on me to make it amazing.
I love you, Lobster.
I love you, Lobster.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
on an incredible career, and it's not over yet. We could talk forever, and of course, we are not leaving the area, so we'll indeed find us, maybe probably hanging around town.
Yeah.
I can tell you what our favorite haunts are, but maybe I'll do that later. And as you can imagine, our friends and colleagues at Evening are doing a 3-part goodbye for Kim on a boat Wow, it's like is it like a Viking funeral
I don't
thing?
know.
Are they gonna
Hopefully I'll just sail off into the sunset? We'll see. I don't know.
Anyway, it's tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 7:30 on King 5. Do not miss it.